It's Friday Sews! Yay! Welcome to Sewing Seams with Deb and welcome to Friday Sews. It's the last day of May and the end of our Sew Autumn Denim challenge. So we made it. We made it to the start of winter. And tomorrow's the first official day of winter here. And finally, we've had some cooler weather and some rain. And I've even got a woolly jumper on that I made 2 seasons ago. So I made it in 2022. I think I showed you already. I'll put the details in the description what the pattern is. And it's all just plain knitting, so it's stocking stitch, and the fabric is made by variegated wool. And it's really nice and cozy. I'm not really a big fan of these fluffy, how they dag down these shoulders. I was thinking of maybe putting a piece of foam or something there, so because I think that looks better like that. So anyway. I'm still bonding with it. I'm still learning to like it, as I say, bonding. So I've made a skirt, just a straight skirt, and I've made it out of the skirt block that I constructed from the 3-part skirt block making class that I did. And so this is the first full version. I did 2 toiles, and even after the second toile, the pattern wasn't correct. So I've done a lot of fixing on this one as well. So it is just a straight skirt, and I've used fabric. We'll get it down in a sec. One moment, please. I just get it down. So I've used fabric from Spotlight. And it's printed Bozoku cotton duck, black and white with a pattern. It's only 112 centimetres wide, and I nearly used all of it. Whatever's left, I might make an apron or something like that out of it, or even a bag, because it's quite a versatile colour. So it's just got a back, a zip, an invisible zip. And I end up putting pockets on it, which good luck finding the pockets. So that's the pattern matching. I don't know if I'll use the pockets much, but I just find that occasionally I want to put something in it. So it's kind of a kangaroo pocket, and the sides got taken in even more than the second toile. I have lined it. The facing is just some linen I had, and then I lined it with some lining that I had left over from a jacket I made. That's the lining. So it's going to be great, and I've worn it already a couple of times. And it was actually easy to make. It was just getting the pattern correct, which took ages. Oh, I did insert the zipper twice. I made a mistake. Does that sound like me? I'm always making mistakes. Anyway, when I put the zipper in the first time, I did the wrong seam allowance. I had forgotten that the seam allowance that I had put on it was 2 centimetres. And I sewed it with 1.5 centimetres to start with. So I took it out, and when I put it back in, unfortunately it didn't line up at the top, you see. The first effort was better, but it's still okay. I've hand stitched that down on the inside. It's still okay, but I do sometimes tuck things in, but I always have it bloused over. You're never going to see that. And I go back to a blind man and a galloping horse will be glad to see it. So I think this is going to be quite a versatile pattern because of the colour. and the fabric can sort of be the trans-seasonal and possibly even winter with some thick tights. So that's what I've been making. I've been doing some knitting. Yay, finally. So this is the cardigan I have started knitting. It's from Bendigo Woolen Mills, as it says. It's quite a plain cardigan with just a little feature on the bodice. So I've started that. I'm doing the second size, which is 85 to 90. And I've discovered that when there's around 110 stitches cast on, that's around about what size fits me. So I'm doing it in red. And this is where I'm up to. I'm not sure. It feels like my knitting is a bit loose, but it's a lovely colour red. And that is very plain. And I'm using my circular needles, but I am going back and forward. I'm not knitting in the round. The pattern's not in the round. The wool is Luxury and the colour is Love Heart. And I bought this last season. Actually, I bought this when I was in Bendigo last year in 2023. So I wanted to show you this amazing gift someone gave me for my birthday. How good is it? And you put the ball of wool on there and you knit away and just it unwinds as you need it. Comes off and you can store some things in the side. Yeah, it's really fabulous because you know, we all know, us knitters know very well that our ball of wool goes flying across the other side of the room at times, and that can be a challenge. So going back to the project, I wanted to have this finished by now. So that's me being procrastinating. That's why it's not finished, but I thought get on with it. So at least I've started it. I'm happy with that. I did do a swatch and I am right on the correct gauge, which is, the gauge is 22 stitches on 30 rows, coming to 10 centimeters or 4 inches. And that's exactly, and I blocked that and everything. So, but yeah, it's beautiful. It knits up beautifully. So soft. It's going to be awesome. So that's one project that's on the go. The other knitting project I've got is the same one I've had for a while, and it's a pair of socks. It's just my vanilla socks. This is the pattern. I've shown you this lots of times because I go back to this pattern a lot. And but I was knitting it. I pulled it all out. I pulled it back to the beginning because I wasn't happy with it. I think I was knitting, well, I was convinced I was knitting the wrong size. So I've re-knitted it, and now I'm onto the foot. Oh, that doesn't look very good. There's a hole there. What? I'll have to fix that. I'm onto the foot. I've done the heel. I'm now not quite up to the toe shaping. I've got to do this to be 7.5 inches, or 7 inches is my foot length there. So that's not quite ready yet. So another little while. I've just measured that. Let's see how far that is actually. Yeah, I thought so. That's about 5.5 inches. So that's not quite ready to start the toe yet. But this is it's not very soft, but sometimes the sock fabric knits up a bit tougher than the jumper fabric. But it needs to be a bit tougher, doesn't it? Because it's a sock and you're walking on the ground or inside shoes. So I am knitting that on the 9-inch circular needle. So I am getting very used to doing it this way. So it's round, 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 round. So there's no beginning and no end. And then when it comes time to split it for the toe, I will then change that to my Addy needles, which have a long connecting thread, and then I'll do the magic loop. For those people that knit, that's you probably know exactly what I mean. So the magic loop, I did the magic loop for the heel turn as well, and the heel style of heel that I prefer is the heel flap is slip stitch rib, it's called. So on the first row you slip and knit all the way across. So you slip one, knit one, slip one, knit one. So you're only knitting every second one. Then you purl back. Then you do the same again. Slip one, knit one, slip one, knit one. And it turns out really good. I really like the feel of it on my heel as well. It has this, it's hard to tell because it's variegated wool. I don't know if you can see that. How it's sort of stripy, and it has a texture to it that is strong as well. You see that in the light? So yeah, that's slip one, knit one, and the other side is purl. So that's coming along. So that's the first one, and that should be finished soon, and then I can crack on with the second one. I don't know how many pairs of socks I've made, and the second sock never turns out the same. So I'm trying to be really fussy with taking my notes just on the pattern, and then hopefully the second one will turn out the same. I've shown you this wool before, or this yarn before, but for that long I've had it just sitting there not doing much because I knew I had to pull it out. So yeah, but that's the joy of knitting. Quite often there's that ripping back to be done. Anyway, so that's my knitting. Well, the last day of Sew Autumn Denim, and everyone that has been busy making something out of denim are loading up their makes today, and in the Northern Hemisphere it will be our tomorrow. And so many fabulous things that people have been making. Lots of upcycling. Lots of people have taken advantage of the discount code from Weft and Warp to get their denim from there. And we're really looking forward to seeing who the random winners are of the two generous gifts that the Dahlia Society have provided, the $50 voucher and the June bespoke box. So fantastic gifts, which we're very grateful for and very excited about. So it's great. It's been a good couple of months. Just on that denim conversation, I feel like it's been me wear denim during Me Made May, because I've worn denim a lot. It's been like such a big focus of denim for me and the others, so other people involved, so the Sewists of Oz, and so it just feels like the challenge for Me Made May of wearing something you've made yourself every day has been mostly denim for me. It's also the end of the month, end of the Me Made May month, which is the month that we focus on wearing, or if we choose to get involved, on wearing items that we've made and referring to our wardrobe and checking out to see this was my pledge to myself, was to just review my wardrobe to see what I no longer wear. Actually, I have reviewed my wardrobe and I can see that there's quite a few items that I don't wear anymore. They're mostly related to working in the office, which I work from home now. So, and I've mentioned that before, that those things, whilst I've kept them for an extra couple of years, I don't think I've worn them at all since I haven't worked in the office. So those are going to go to a new home. And it's not a lot, but there's still a few things there. Yes, clearing a bit of non-wearable garments out, and making way for some more Me Mades. So the other part of Me Made May is for us that participate to figure out what else we might need to make. And I just need a couple of new t-shirts to match a skirt that I'm putting together. And so I've got that in the pipeline. And because this sort of time of year I wear skirts and t-shirts with jumpers or cardigans a lot, I also would like to make another long cardigan. And so I'll be looking at options for that too. And so that'll be in stretch. And I've got some fabrics already chosen that I may use. So I'll be talking to you about that in the coming weeks. And so watch this space and we'll see. That'll be the result of my involvement in Me Made May. Whilst I didn't take photos of what I was wearing every day, I was taking notice of the things that really speak to me and the things that I just don't reach for. And since I made this denim skirt, I've really noticed I wear it a lot. So it is such a versatile piece. And so I may even think about making another one. And so I want to, if I do, I want to choose a different color denim. And so I've got a few more men's pair of jeans to review. And so in amongst that, I've got some denim. So I will look at making a second denim skirt. Well, thanks for watching. I'm going to leave you with that, and we shall meet again either next week or pretty soon. And until we do, happy sewing, happy knitting, crafting, something creative, whatever you might be doing, cooking. Enjoy your weekend, and we've got a long weekend here in Western Australia. It's Western Australia Day on Monday, so it used to be called Foundation Day. It's now known as West Australian Day. So, so we are having a lovely long weekend. So, yes, if you're in Western Australia, enjoy the long weekend. And until I see you next time, take good care. See you then. Bye.